What's up, guys? Welcome back and welcome to some Automobilista 2. Now look at this thing. Check this out, man. This is Senna's very famous 1988 McLaren MP4-4. Now this is quite a legendary car, I think. You know, this is what Senna won his first ever championship in, and you could say this is one of the most successful F1 cars ever, because I do believe it won 15 out of its 16 races, and there was one race it retired in. It was either Italy or Monaco, I can't exactly remember, but I've been waiting for this car. I had a feeling that Rita would do this eventually. Just all the signs were there. They had the McLaren licensing and all that. Like, why wouldn't you do this car? You know, it's just another great addition. There's three F1 cars what they've brought out. There's this, the MP4-5B and the MP4-6B, but they've all got different engines. This is a V6 turbo. It's the last ever turbocharged car from that era to win a championship as well. It's got a few last evers. It's the last ever won an H pattern gearbox. It's got like a few, you know, but we're going to take it to Jerez. I did nearly take it to Monaco, but there's a new track in Portugal what's absolutely brilliant, and it's the 1988 version of the track, so it's just very fitting for the video. You know, I think I'll make a video on most of these F1 cars. I was going to do one on them all together, but I thought, I want to race it. I want to get stuck in racing it. I've done a few laps in it, and wow, it feels very promising. So yeah, guys, put your seatbelts on. Let's get over to Portugal. Right, guys, we have arrived. It's actually Spain, not Portugal, that one. Anyway, running it out in first gear, release the clutch. But away we go in the 1988 MP4-4. Yes, it's an actual 1988 circuit as well, so this is all very fitting. And we've got a custom AI file and skins installed, but there's a bug with it for some reason. The drivers aren't loading up. It's like there's no drivers in the car, so we've got real AI here. It's real artificial intelligence. So I just hope they're on proper artificial idiots. Anyway, we were going to third. I'm going to have to look into it. Like, this is one of A5's mods, and normally the spot on is, but I have had a few problems installing this one. This is his 1988 for the Formula Classic. Just be careful. I will put the link in the description. Hopefully he's fixed it by now, but I think it's something to do with the mod. That's why it's like bugging out, because I want it to start like in the middle of the pack, in the middle of the grid as well, and it's done it. It's done it on a couple of these cars. But anyway, we're just gonna have to roll it. Oh, look at the nice little bit of oversteer there. Then when that turbo comes on, so it's really going in it. I don't even know if it's running at 100%. I don't think it will be. It's got nearly 700 brake horsepower though. But what I really enjoy about these F1 cars is how much I can really lean on them into them fast corners. Like, I really feel like I can very on the front end of the car, I would say, more than anything else. It just feels really nice at the limit. You know, like, oh, it just feels absolutely brilliant. Oh, look at that. You can use the curves nice as well. Pretty much a little lift into there. Come on, get them up the outside, get on the brakes nice and early. Try not to lock up, because if you lock up, it's very sensitive to flat spots. Anyway, back on the power now. Oh, lovely run out of there. But there's no drivers in the cars. Oh, and let's get the brakes nice and early. Blip it down to second gear. I hope it doesn't totally glitch out on the pit stop, but we have got a pit stop installed. And we'll go to the inside. Blip that throttle. Oh, sorry mate, a little bit of contact. That was probably my fault. Nice and it's very, very progressive coming back on the power there. Like, I wouldn't say it was spiky, but oh, bloody hell's bells, you fighter. Lost it into there. I don't know this track like as much as I would like to. Like, I really haven't drove it. Like, I know it's very similar to the modern version, but there's a couple of little, it's just different, but great texture surface to it and everything. Oh, I really can be quite aggressive on the brake though in these newer cars. I have noticed that. It feels much better. Little lift into there, get the front end of the car, really leaning on the front end of the car. That's what we're doing. Grip that throttle. Oh, really nice squeeze that throttle, just play on it. You can just play on the boost. It just lingers on the boost really nicely, actually, right? And feel it. You can just feel it. It's like very manageable. It's not like very oversteery or anything. It just grips really nice. Is this the final car? Get mixed up. Yeah, it is. Is it? No, it's not. This is Portugal as well. I thought it was Estoril, but it's actually, I'm not. Is it Estoril or is it Jerez? Oh, do you know what it is, guys? I went to the wrong track than what I was going to. Never mind, I'm getting mixed up, because that's right, man, there is another track in Portugal. That's why I thought This is the other, so there's 2 new tracks. Oh wait, never God, I think that whack on the head has actually affected us, you know. I am forgetting a lot of things and that, but never mind. I'm just going to be a little bit more dippy than what I am, and no harm done, because I do get a lot of things wrong. Just the way it is. Right, let's go. 3rd gear. Where was 16th position? Whoa, a little wiggle from the rear there. We've got to get on the brakes nice and early there. You can really attack that corner though. Big wiggle from the rear. You can see a tiny little bit away from the tyres, but that's mainly down to locking them up. Guys, I was driving the MP4 6B. I just had done a couple of laps at Spa, and I was locking up the tyres like quite a bit, and the right tyre was just gone through, and that was through flat spotting, like locking the front up. So the tyres are very sensitive to that, so, which is good, you know. You've just really got to get your brake pedal set right. Like a lot better than most cars. Oh, listen to them cracks coming off that car in front. Wow, that sounded nuts. Get up. Oh, what a great car though. This, I tell you what though, this car drives a lot better. It's better than I thought it was going to be. I mean, I knew it was going to be good, but it does feel like better to drive on the limit than the other cars that's in its class. It's just got a bit more of a quality feel to it. I don't know if that's just in my head or what, but it's just got lovely grip going into the corner. It feels like it's very much on its front end. Get on them brakes nice and early, like the rear end, but like you can't get it to oversteer, like, you know. But you have got to be very progressive. Come back on the power though. Maybe I could have dropped it into first there, right, and squeezed that throttle nice and gently onto lap number 5. Little left there, little left, tiny, like, gotta get on the brakes, built the throttle. Look how fast you're going into there, like that feels. It's got a, what I do like about this track, it's got a lovely flow to it. It really does suit for these Formula 1 cars. Like, they just feel like these cars feel like they're made for it. Anyway, oh, I do need to set the pits as well. I've just remembered about that. I'll have to do it next time on the straight. Right, and feed the throttle. But this Senna pack, there's 4 of Senna's new cars, guys, and there's the 5, the 6, and there's even the 1200 brake horsepower nutter. So if you want to see us driving that at Portugal, because I think that's what Senna won his first ever race in, if I remember rightly. Right then, down to 3rd. Oh, big kick from the rear there. That was in 3rd gear as well. Need 2nd. Who's this? We've got Warwick and Rennie Arnoux ahead of her. I just wished I could be like more up the pack with the big boys. Oh, sorry mate. That was very aggressive from me. Right, lost a little bit of the front wing as well. Right, we need to sort this pit stop. Right, down to 2nd gear. Feed up power in nicely. If we've got enough time. Right then. Tyres. 1 damage. Oh yeah, it's not working. Off. Just gives a slick B. That'll do. Oh no, I've went way too hot. Oh wow. Guys, I was looking at my tyres, selecting the slick B, and I looked up and went the corner. Wow. Get up. That was so lucky. I don't know how I held on to that. It should go off in a second though. Right, lifting the throttle. Glasses are starting to steam up, so we're working for it. Grip it down to 3rd. Oh, really on the limit of grip there though. Like, the main reason I'm going through there as fast as I am, because I forget. I think that's the different bit of the track of what I'm thinking. I don't know. Right then, feed that power in. Let it eat. 675 brake horsepower. I think this is a Honda powered engine as well. It is, if I remember rightly. It's a Honda powered V6. It'll be a 1.5 litre. Like, this is the last, pretty much the last year until, like, from the craziest era with the turbos. But they did, for this year, they had to turn the turbos down. I think they had to use a lot more boost pressure, because they basically put the horsepower in half, didn't they, to what some of the cars were using in qualifying trim. Wow, big kick from the rear there. Oh, flat out pretty much into there. Can I go flat in here? Yes, I can. That was flat. Absolutely flat. Right, nice on the brakes. You can see the track starting to rubber in a little bit as well. Little chirp from the tyres there. Oh, a little bit wide though. And into 3rd gear. Into 4th. Oh, sorry guys. Oh, when you look behind you as well, it looks from the side, not over the top of the wing. Wow, that's different. Look, looks from the side, but it looks weird when there's no driver in the car. It looks creepy. Right, in 2nd gear, feed the power in. Oh, mate, I think we lost a little bit of time there. The tyres feel like they're a little bit overheated on the rears there, a tiny bit, but this is where, wow, you've got to get right down the gears into 3rd. Wow. absolutely on the raggedy edge there. Like, after this lap we'll have a couple of quiet ones, then I think we'll hit the pits. Hopefully, let's see if we can get a decent pit stop going in this race. Not much tyre wear, it is unaccelerated, but oh, there will be off that. Quite a big lock up there. That's the first major lock up that we've had. Anyway, flat here, right? Just put in. Oh, Nate, I tried to get it flat, but the back end just kicked out. But I'm really leaning on that front right tyre there. Really leaning on it. Right, down to second gear. Don't go down the gears too early, because the car does not like that. Caught the rear there, a little bit of oversteer. That was the balance of the car. It's got a nice balance actually, though. It's very progressive. It's not. I wouldn't say it was snappy. Not for me anyway. I wouldn't say it was snappy at all. Who's this? We've got Damas and I can't pronounce. I'm not even going to say it right then. On the power. So what we're going to do now, guys, we'll have a couple of quiet ones, and then we'll hit the pits. Be urged. And we're back. Wow, struggling a little bit here to get past Desali. Well, I do feel like we're quicker than him. It's just I can't really find a way past him. Maybe I could do a dive bomb, but I don't really want to do that. I want to race clean. See what the AI is like if you race clean instead of just like, I'm not saying blasting through them, but I would prefer it if we were at the front with the other guys. Wow, that comes on top of you so quick, that corner. Very deceiving. In third, maybe should have been in second there. I need to tell the pit crew that we're coming in as well. Oh, wow. Had to do that. Lost it. Because I took my hand off the wheel. Right. Wow. We're coming into the pits now. Well, if we're in 6th position, so quite a few of them ahead of us have actually pitted. But tyres still feel good. Tyres feel decent. But I just like that how you pit in and mix it up a bit. But that was a nice little stint. But what a car, guys. This is genuinely very, very enjoyable Formula car to drive. It's very manageable. It's not like a spiky turbo crazy car what you might think. It's very, very manageable in a lot of ways. Like coming back on the power's lovely. Like here, like you can really leave on the downforce there. It feels nice. Come and get up the inside, but we're going in the pits anyway. I think this is the pits. Yeah, it is. Right then, when you get the speed down, get that pit limit on. Oh, very right at the top. Oh lads, nice stop. Yes, it hasn't glitched out neither. Come on, decent. 5 seconds maybe. 6 points out. I'm quite that. Hey, that's one of the better stops that we've actually had. Where is this going to bring me out? Where is this going to bring me out? Right then, well, there's a couple of other people coming in behind as well. Right, release the limiter. Look behind us so we're not blocking someone off. We've got somebody though, but it's going to be quite hard on this first lap to get the tyres up the temperature. Oh, I can feel the difference already. Really mixes things up. Really mixes things up, but we're going to have a little bit more grip once. There you can see, look at the car pushing out wide a little bit there. Just can't get the power down like I was, can I? Right, this will heat them up. Oh, that felt decent though. In third gear into there. Oh, that's a great little corner, that one. Down to second row, that wasn't the best line. I wasn't happy with that line. Stamp on the throttle, get a little bit of heat in the rears. Feed it. Stamp. Oh, we've got a Ferrari off. Somebody's crashed the Ferrari. I wonder who that was. I couldn't take my eye off to have a proper look, but gain a position though, 13th. Right, flat in there, little lift. Just feathering the throttle, so blipping it back in the third. Yeah, it's just, there's so many different lines what you can take in the car, and I don't know. And another thing what I was going to say is the EI, right? The EI, I really like the EI because at the end of the day, I think people expect a little bit too much from the EI, which it's still a computer generated thing, it's artificial intelligence, but I think we are on the right path. There's always still going to be work that you can do, you know, like you can always improve, but just you can get it, you can really race them like wheel to wheel. Wow, that was a big kick oversteer there. You can really, oh, we've got a full course yellow. That would be that Ferrari. Wow. Interesting. So we've got to slow it down. That's the first one we've had of these on the video then, isn't it? I hope it gets going. How fast can I go? I don't know how fast I can actually go. We've never had one of these yet, guys. Very interesting. I might edit this out, I might cut it in, but I might just leave it in. We'll get to show you how this system actually works, but I still feel like I'm driving pretty quick. I have slowed down a lot, but I'm not sure what to do, because there's the Ferrari there. See if you can see who it is, guys. Have a look. Oh, his engines went pop. He must have come out the corner, spun, put his foot on the throttle far too much, and he's just lost the car. Or his engines went pop, hasn't it? Get up. Resume at the end of this lap. Oh, so there's no point. I'll not edit it out, we'll just leave it in. Right then, let's get back up, try and get back up to speed. Whoa, big wiggle from the rear there. Shake your shoey, baby. That's me trying to drive slow as well. There's quite a bit of slip, like there is quite a bit of slip, but it's at that limit. I know I keep saying it, but it just feels like it. I just whoa, as I'm saying that. Big tank slapper. Can I catch it though? Just a little pirouette, never. Don't overtake, lads. Wait for me. Oh, there's the flag as well. Never. Guys, I'm sorry about that. Right then. Away we go. There's a car up the inside. Little spin there, never mind. Oh, lost the car big time there, didn't we? Right then, feed the power in. Anyway, we're going to have to gain some of that time back then. It's going to happen, you know, like these are one of my first races in these cars. It's going to happen just when you're trying to find the limit. But the funny thing there is that happened when it was on a yellow flag. It wasn't meant to work like that. You're meant to be driving slow, not fast. Wow. Right, I can feel the car just snaking about at the rear there when the car's trying to put its grip down. I bet you that'll feel really good on a direct drive wheel where you can really feel like the minute, the smaller forces in the force feedback. I think that'll work well. Oh, sorry mate, that was bad driving for me. The bandit does apologise. Can we go around the outside? No, that was a bit of a bandit move. That was a bit aggressive. I wouldn't do that to a real person. Oh, big lock up from the front. We do not want. That's what we don't want, guys. We don't want the front tyres to lock up at all. Right, on the power. Whoa! I'm trying to go flat into there and it's not having it. Wow, honestly, that's the problem when I'm starting to push. I'm thinking, right, a little bit more, pushing a little bit more through there. Can the car do that? And like, I'm just trying to find the limits of grip that it has actually got. You know, like, there's another limit what the aliens have got. There is another limit, but oh, really fast into there. Just lift again, then back on the power in 4th gear. Beautiful. I really do like this, the way the engine sounds though as well. Like, for a turbocharged engine, like, a lot of people tend to struggle, I think, with a turbocharged engine cars, and that's it's got its very own distinctive sound. Like, it doesn't sound like anything else to me. It really doesn't. It's got like a nice sound in it. So much torque though. I just left it in 3rd gear there and it just grunted out of the corner. Like, there's so much grunt. When it comes on boost, it's just pulls and pulls. It really does. Oh, and a little lift into there. Who's this? PK. There's a couple of PK's Brabhams on the game now as well. I've actually made a video on the BT49 at Silverstone. Can we get up the inside? PK. Nah, he's a little bit slow off the corner though. Last of the late breakers maybe. I don't know. PK. He's holding his line though. Can't make a move. I can't hold it. Nice driving though. You know what I mean? In a race setting, yeah, you're great, man. They'll fight you back. Make sure you put a maximum aggression on, because if you put the aggression on road guys, they just will not overtake you at all. Like, maximum aggression's a lot. I don't know. Just if you want a more exciting race, go with it. I know it's a bit risky, but it really does work. Anyway, come and get PK. He's holding his line nice. I feel like we're fast into this last second there. Oh, lovely run there. But we've got the wrong line. Can we dive up the inside? Maybe. He's obviously got down to first. Tiny bit of contact, little bit of a block manoeuvre maybe. I didn't want to do it like that. Apologise that, but he's going to come back up the inside. Here he goes. Look, he's got a nice run on. Wow, where's he getting that speed from? On the brakes as late as we can. He's going to go around the outside. What? That's a great example. Do you know what I think the AI have actually improved as well? They do. Like, that was like really good driving from Nelson Piquet. That, like, I'm really impressed. Look, then he's starting to pull away. What? Really fast in there though. There's just certain bits of the track where we really are a lot quicker, isn't it? But there's only 2 laps left. That's flew over. I could sit and do 60 laps. Oh, little bit of a corner cut there though. I want to get Piquet though. I know we're only in 15th, but we did start stone dead last. Can I get him up? Oh, just not enough. Right, then feed that power in. But the AI always tend to get on the power. They come out of the corners really well. It's going in them where they seem to be like a bit slower. A little bit down to 3rd. Oh, went wide. Wow. Really on the limits of grip there. Can I get him on the brakes? Nice and light on the brakes. Rear the car come round. That was on the brake side. You could see like the nice balance there, like there. You can really like throwing it in. This is the default setup as well. Right, lift off. This is where I feel like we're definitely quicker. Right, get a nice run on him. 4th gear, got the wrong line though again. Can we make it stick? Just can't. Gonna go on the last lap. Can we go to the inside of him? Nah. Still he blocked his line nice. Oh, but look at him go. Into 3rd. Come on to the final lap. Let's go. Let's get Nelson Piquet. Get on them brakes nice and late. Right then, get the car turned in. Squeeze the throttle nice and progressive. Need a feet. Now we're flat. Really, you just touch 3rd and then you straight back down to 2nd. Oh, I went there a little bit deep actually. That was a little bit hotter than I wanted. Short shift into 3rd. But here, look, you just really feel the downforce start to really come on once you get it like up to 150 miles an hour. Oh, wow. Oh, never. I was always going to lose it at some point. Oh, I've caught it. What a save. What? Oh, I've overheated the rear tyres now though. They've went off. Oh, never. I feel like I had it. The tyres felt like they'd overheated a bit there. Like, the balance of the car's just gone at the rear there when the tyres are hot, look. Got nothing left. What's happened? Oh, never. What the hell? What a devastating race. Look, me tyres are just... There's something the matter with the car, guys. I don't know what's the matter with it. Look, it's... I think we've lost the front wing, I think. I really think we've lost the front wing. I am absolutely puzzled because the car just feels like it's went all weird. Look at it. It's just all over at the rear. That is very... I think we've lost some of the front wing or something. I don't know. Right, flatten it there, little lift for the final time. Then it's gone, look. Oh, wow. Anyway, down into second gear. Bit of a shame at the end. We've definitely got damage on the car. I don't know what's the matter with it. Something happened really. It just doesn't feel right. And over the line. Very, very interesting. Right, let's quickly check out this replay. Guys, I do apologise for the end of that race. I don't know what happened, but you could see on that final lap, I don't know if I'm going to have to go back and have a look. I don't know if I hit Piquet's car or what, but right at the end of the race, the car, when I was turning in, like the balance of the car just went all to hell. It was like all the downforce come off the rear. That's how it felt like. It felt like I had no grip at the rear at all. I was really considering restarting that race, but like, no, this is the reality of it. Like, this is my first. But there's a few bugs going off here. Like, I don't know if I've been thinking about totally deleting this game because I've got a lot of mods installed, and I don't know if it's bugging the game out a bit. I just think it's due a fresh install because sometimes my force feedback feels like amazing, and sometimes I put it on, it just feels like buggy. Like, it went all funny there at the end. I don't know. I just think there's a few bugs. But I don't think it's on Reacher's side. I think it's from me putting the mods. I've probably put the mods in the wrong place at some point, or something's went wrong. But yeah, got back to the car though. What a great car! Like a legendary car. One of the most successful cars ever. You know, it only lost one race, and it was like 1-2s as well. It was between Prost and Senna that year. But look at it though. This is real AI, isn't it? There's no bloody drivers. But yeah, guys, I'll leave you with the rest of this lap or so. Thank you so much for watching. Good love yous and leave yous. Peace from the northeast. Poodles.